Today's video is my next installment to my Tester Invest series where I'll be answering you guys' most requested video of the week, highlighting the Anastacia of Beverly Hills Contouring Cream Kit. Now, those of you that have been following me for a while know that I love contouring palettes. I love them. I just think that they give the most radiant dimension to a girl's face or a guy's face, and they just really allow the beauty of that bone structure to really pop. Now, I'm a fan of these to the extreme that I have the Cover FX palette. You guys have heard me mention that one. I have the Midnight Pro. You know, guys, that I am a fan and I have an amazing love affair with Midnight products. So I have the Media Pro as well as the Cream palette by Midnight. And one of my amazing subscribers mentioned the NYX Powder Contouring Palette, which this is one of my holy grail products. So knowing that I have all these products, what would incline me to even want to review this cream palette? Again, when you guys ask me to review something, you know that you're going to be top of my list to look at a product, and I really like when you guys actually leave those comments, because oftentimes it's something that I could have possibly have glanced over because my stock is actually growing to be kind of vast in certain things, and it might not be the time for me to actually purchase it. But of course, when you guys say, hey Kiani, have you tried this, then it might ping in my brain. It might be something that I need to look into, and I would like to thank you guys for introducing me to this palette. Let's move on. What would actually make me want to actually purchase this palette? I think Anastacia has really outdid herself amongst all the amazing palettes that I actually just showed you. This one I think is very nice and handy, mainly because the price point is right at $40, but you're getting 2 for six different distinctive colors. It does come in 3 different hues. I purchased the medium kit, but it does come in light as well as it comes in deep. So there again, she has colored the full range of colors for those of us that might be interested in a cream contour palette. Let's move on with that. I love in this palette these colors like this. Things that are going to have that orange or that salmon glow that you can really mix them. You can make the color a little bit more intense for color correction. You can actually have something for brightness. This is going to be more of a flat color for foundation, and then you have your dimension shades that are going to give you a nice contour. However, I do have some girls that might purchase the medium palette that actually might be richer in complexion, that this would sheer out beautifully for a very nice foundation. When I actually say that I love this type of color, what I would actually tell you when you're using this, I'll show you how I use it. I use what's called the Fatigue Fighter, whereas I use a little bit of eye cream, and then I actually apply this on using a Sigma brush. Let's see, the Sigma brush that I use is the 3D HD Precision brush. It can actually find at sigma.com. And I like how I can actually stencil in that product and it's not too creamy. Whereas I love colors like this. If you do have dry under eyes, just make sure that you're prepping the skin with a really good moisturizer and testing it before you actually go out into the element. I don't have really dry under eyes, but I did find out by using the eye cream it allowed this product to sheer out really nicely, so I'm not caking the product on, because the coverage is so amazing that you will possibly want to get a little overboard with it. When I'm actually creating the highlight, I actually use this down the bridge of my nose, down the flank of my forehead, underneath my chin, and then I did kind of cup along my cheek area where I was going to really enhance my cheekbones. People always talk about how high my cheekbones are, but I think when I actually apply product, I really pay attention to those areas because those are the high points of my face. So just follow that type of technique. I really also love that these little discs here are magnetic, which means once you run out, you won't feel compelled to have to go out and buy the palette all over again. I think this is kind of like Anastacia has given us kind of a customizable palette where you can go in and purchase these shades. Like this one I just popped out, this is the warm coral. I popped it out, which means I'm knowing that I'm going to run out of this color faster. I always do in palettes like this. The shades that I really gravitate toward, it makes me, I use them a lot, but when it's time to replace them, you're kind of stuck with the palette of shades that you haven't used as much. So I love that. This is a shade right here that I don't know if I would use as much on myself. So, you know, for me, the cream shade, I think it would be really good for like my brow area. But so shades like this I can actually interchange, and there might be a shade in the light shade that I might want. When you go on the website at Anastacia Beverly Hills, take a look at those shades, because those might be shades that you actually might want to switch these out after you purchase the palette. But there again, if you are like me and you have tons and tons of palette, just know that you could possibly buy a Z palette and Z palette being just a main cartridge. You find those at a lot of your makeup stores, and they're just solid palettes like this that will allow you to entrance in the shades that you really want to use. So when the question comes up, test or invest, I think this is an amazing product. Yes, I would invest in it. This is not one of the products that I'll be taking back. I'm just really thinking that I'm going to love this. I have tried it on a Caucasian client for her bridal look. Sheared out, absolutely amazing. Of course, I've actually showed you guys how I use it. So if you've actually found some amazing new products that you think I need to be testing or that you would like to see my review on, comment down below and I'll make sure I get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to follow me on Instagram at love_Kiani to receive daily beauty tips. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, click the link in the down bar. It's free. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.